How's it going, Talk Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my review of the Forest versus Sheffield Wednesday game that's just finished at Hillsborough Stadium. 0-0. Point that I'm happy to take, really. Grabbing had a penalty right on the stroke of half time. Definite penalty. I don't know why Westwood was complaining. Definite penalty. You just look at Sheffield Wednesday and they didn't look bothered at all. You see the way that they were patting it around the back for that penalty that they gave away. They just didn't look interested. They didn't look like they wanted to stay in this league, which was really, really bizarre. Graben had his penalty saved. Okay, they did say in commentary, they were like, Lewis Graben, the ever reliable from the spot. He's not ever reliable from the spot, is he really? There was a season, maybe 2 seasons ago, I think it was under Kranke, where he had like a penalty. When he came to having a penalty, it would be one penalty scored, one penalty saved, one scored, one saved, or one missed, one scored, And he's not ever reliable from the spot. So whatever Derby fans or whatever Rotherham fans want to say in terms of he missed it on purpose, he definitely didn't. That is just part of his personality, part of what not his personality, but part of what he does. He misses penalties fairly regularly, so it's not really that much of a surprise, if I'm honest. But it was a decent performance from Forest. We controlled the ball quite well at the back and in the middle of the park. I think we did all right. That just going forward, that lack of the ability to pull the trigger. We would pass the ball about around the edge of the box. You saw Knockout. He was getting to the edge of the box and he was trying to shoot and he was just cutting in until there was nowhere for him to shoot. And it was really frustrating to watch, because you look at them and you think there's so many opportunities we could have had to pull the trigger or slot someone in to be one-on-one, but they decided to play a different type of pass, which it was frustrating to see, because we could have won that game quite comfortably. I don't think they really offered anything, to be honest with you. Sheffield Wednesday, they didn't look like a team who had anything to play for. I put this in the Talk Forest TV chat we have with everybody involved with the channel. And they were saying, we were saying how it looked like they just, like us, were on the beach. They looked like they were a team that had already got safety and they were just playing out the rest of the games like we have. Not a team that needed to win to give themselves a chance of staying up. Because if Derby, which is a game just about to start, come on Swansea, please, come on Swansea. If Derby pick up any points in this one, then that means that Sheffield Wednesday are down. So they didn't look like a team at all really that had anything to play for. Bannon looked alright, and I wouldn't mind getting Barry Bannon next season if we can afford him. He looks like a very nifty player. Okay, he is in his 30s, but he's got a couple of years under his belt, maybe you could say 3 years. If he plays that deeper role there where he's on the ball and he dictates play from deep, you don't need legs for that, and I think he could really do well in that position if we could get him. I'd be really happy to do so. I know he's just signed a new contract, so he won't be cheap, but if they need to offload him, need to make some money if they do go down, I wouldn't be against that signing. I think he's a really good player and he could offer a lot to this side, playing that James Garner role, because I'll be very surprised if we do get James Garner next season. But I'll definitely take Barry Bannon in the side next season. But in terms of man of the match, it's a bit of a difficult one really. No player really stood out. I think defensively we were good. Christie played well. There was 1 or 2 times when they played a ball through and our defence were able to just use the pace that they had to deal with it, which was really nice to see. Knockout, I think, did play well at spells, but like I mentioned earlier on, needs to pull that trigger. No wonder we're so far down where we are, and we've got such a poor goal scoring record, because we just can't seem to shoot or really play that right ball. The decision making going forward is what we're lacking. Defensively, we're fine. Today was a clean sheet, 2 goals in 2 games conceded. In 2 draws. We're not a bad side defensively. We've got a good back four and a very good goalkeeper. I think he's got the 5th best save percentage in the league, Bryce Samba. So defensively we're solid, but going forward we just lack that, either that potent goal scorer that Graben was last season, that guy who just knows where the back of the net is and knows where he needs to stand and where he needs to position himself to get the right sort of contact on it, or we sort of need that creative player who's not afraid to play a ball or have a shot from the edge of the box. Like, you expect that from Knockout, to be that guy who takes a shot on, but he just today just didn't seem to have the confidence in his own ability to shoot, which is a little bit annoying. But yeah, I think a point is good enough from that game. We'd like to see us go against Preston, get all 3 points in that one, and really leave the season on a high. But I think a point, you can't really complain too much. We didn't offer enough to win the game other than the penalty. We didn't do enough to lose it, so I'd say a draw is probably the good, fair result from that one. But yeah, in terms of the man of the match, like I was saying earlier on, it's hard. It's really hard because no one really stood out to me as a player deserving of man of the match. Garner looked good, got on the ball a bit and did some flicks and tricks. I think I'd give it to... go on, Swansea. Hang on a minute. Jamal Lowe. Oh, poor touch. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit sidetracked there. I don't know. I think Myton looked good off the bench. I wouldn't give him man of the match, but I think he got himself into good positions. And also about Myton, he should have had a penalty. It was Callum Patterson was ripping him down, like just pulling him down. Had no intentions of going for the ball, just pulling him down. And the referee didn't give a penalty, which I thought was ridiculous. But yeah, I don't man of the match. I'm going to say Knockout, actually. He was buzzing about a lot. He got on the ball a lot down the right-hand side and really did try and make things happen. Unfortunately, he couldn't quite do so in this game. But yeah, I'll give him my man of the match. So yeah, 0-0, decent draw, decent point. I think if we go against Preston and get all 3 points, it'll be a good little run into the end of the season. 3 draws and a win, no losses in that. There'll be 5 games or four games. But yeah, I would say I'm happy with that. So yeah, if you did enjoy, smash the like button, subscribe if you are new around here, let us know in the comments what you thought of the game. And yeah, come on you Reds. Thank you for watching.